John Mercer. I live in Gamlingay. I'm a member of Gamlingay Environmental Action Group. I'm also chair of the local Eco Hub. Also active in the team that's trying to put together the proposition for a local turbine. Okay. The project is obviously, we want to generate electricity locally, but the reasons for doing that are quite complex. It hasn't been done from the point of view of saving the planet. You can't save planets. You can do it at a village level and at a local level. So by getting the local community interested in funding the programme, because all the funding is going to come from the village itself, getting people to focus on doing things at a village level, sustaining our own power supplies, protecting ourselves against future fuel shortages, it feels so much more like something we're doing. The danger is if we don't do it, we'll get some sort of solution imposed from without. It'll be an EU solution or a government solution, and it will not be subtle. It will not go through the careful thought process about siting and how carefully the thing is being placed near the right, in the right fields and away from birds and things like that. They will have to be plonked in fields willy-nilly, and we really want to get control of our environment first so that we choose where we deliver our solutions. Right. Well, it's a medium-sized turbine. I think it's a 33 kilowatt. It represents approximately 6% of Gamlingay's village, which means that it would give us enough ability to generate revenue from feed-in tariffs to create £200,000 contribution to the village, which will just be given over to the village to do what it wants to do, but also to generate money for the original investors, all of whom come from the village. And the plan is to make it such that people can invest in relatively small amounts, probably £500,000 chunks, and put the money into the thing and take back dividends from that programme, which we think will be better than building society rates at the moment. And then, get their money back at the end of the programme. It's just an investment programme like any other. Now, if you just look at the figures as a sheer financial investment, it stacks up anyway. And we've tried to make it so that it looks good. Even if there wasn't a turbine, it still looks like a good scheme. Yeah, the funding is coming from local businesses and local individuals, and in lots of either £500 or maybe £1,000 or whatever people want to contribute. But we're pretty determined that all the funding will be from local people. We're not going to banks, we're not going to governments, we're not looking for grants. We're trying to do it all at a local level. And actually we believe that if we achieve this, it'll show regional leadership. It'll be a village that shows that we really can do this, and I hope an inspiration to other communities. But we're not there yet. There are still challenges. One of the biggest challenges, of course, is the planning process. Doing anything these days, raising money or getting permission to do things, is a massive amount of detail, a massive amount of input, and it's going to cost quite a lot of money just to get through the planning process. And if we were to say what could be better about that, would be, I think central government and local government needs to find faster ways of doing this. It takes so long. There are so many people to have to bring into the equation that it's a barrier for many communities even to start on the process. Yes. The community is almost split two ways. There are those people who won't see this turbine and actually don't have much of an opinion other than when asked. They say, well, yes, it seems like the right thing to do. There are those whose houses might overlook it and they will have a visual aspect to it, and they do have thoughts about that. What I would say is we're all going to have to get used to the sight of turbines. They are going to be part of our national landscape. They are in Denmark already. It's hard to find a home in Denmark that can't see a turbine somewhere. And I think we will get to that position. We might as well get used to it. And as I said earlier, if we do it under our control, we can site them as sensitively as possible. But you know what? We're going to have to do something. We can't do nothing. This is not a no-win situation.